And she loses the football. Scooped up by Burns. Brian Burns to the house.
Professor Kenny C on the mic today. Going to give my letter grades, free agency letter grades for the New York Giants. I also gave one for the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers in two separate videos. Go check those out, guys, please. And be sure to subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate you all. Let's get down to business with the New York Giants. I will give them a letter grade of a B. They got versatility and depth on the offensive line positions and did not have to spend the most. They got John Runyon from the Green Bay Packers. Right guard has not missed a game since he was drafted by Green Bay in 2020 in the 6th round. And he started all 17 games last year for the Packers, allowing just 2 sacks. They went out and they got Jermaine Illuminor from a guy who played for the Raiders, and then before that the Patriots. And you got the chemistry there with new offensive lineman coach Carmen Bricillo, so that's a really good thing. Got the chemistry already. And Illuminor is a guy that's versatile. He can play right tackle, left tackle, and right guard. And in 2022, the Raiders' offensive line allowed the 9th fewest sacks in the league. That is something that the Giants need, a guy that comes from that lineage. They also went out and got some depth yesterday in getting, or 2 days ago, I should say, on Friday, actually, Austin Schlottman. He's a veteran center, played for the Vikings last 3 seasons. He can also play right guard and left guard. There's the versatility again. And they got Aaron Stinney, more of a reserve guard, played with the Buccaneers for the last 3 years. But you look at the Giants offensive line, you got John Michael Schmitz going into his 2nd season, Andrew Thomas at left tackle. You can slide in Aaron Stinney at left guard, put John Runyon at right guard, and put Illuminor at right tackle. Or if you want to bounce Evan Neal entirely, definitely a bust thus far, but I don't think they'll do that. My thought is they'll probably move Evan Neal to left guard and move Illuminor to right tackle, or give Neal a start at right tackle again at the start of the season, and perhaps move Illuminor to left guard and have Stinney be in that reserve role. Endless possibilities, and they can also address offensive line in the draft. Defense, Brian Burns was their big splash. Traded with the Carolina Panthers for the star edge rusher. 2nd rounder this year and a 4th rounder next year. Really solid, valued trade for the Giants. For a team that generated the 4th fewest sacks in the league last year with 34 sacks. You're getting a 2-time Pro Bowler, 46 sacks in his 5 seasons with Carolina. Going to be an absolute stud to pair with Dexter Lawrence and with Kayvon Thibodeau on the defensive line. Then they got Jalen Mills, instrumental in that 2017 Super Bowl run that he made with the Philadelphia Eagles. He also spent the last 3 seasons with the Patriots. Solid veteran pickup there and getting Jalen Mills. Brought in Drew Lock as well. Could give Daniel Jones a run for his money. If the Giants don't go quarterback in the draft, probably they'll go wide receiver. Endless possibilities really with the Giants because they could use some depth at cornerback as well. Maybe even bring in another really good defensive piece, a linebacker. There are endless possibilities in the draft for the Giants, but they brought in Drew Lock to battle it out with Jones, and then they also got Devin Singletary. They lost Barkley, and they lost Xavier McKinney. 2 big blows for the Giants. I know how much Giants fans love Saquon Barkley, and it stings even more that he made a traitorous move and signed with the Eagles. But they brought in Devin Singletary, career high 898 rushing yards last year, had 4 rushing touchdowns. Definitely not at the same explosive caliber of Barkley, but still a pretty good move, and they can also address running back in the later rounds of the draft. So overall, I give them a B grade. I give a B grade to the New York Giants.